Hey guys, you're watching Christian Teen Talk, and last video I talked about why it may feel like everyone's against you. And in this video I'm going to actually answer the question I was asked: how do I maintain a relationship with God when it feels like everyone's against me? And this is such a great question, so let's get into it. So the first way to deal with this is to realize what you're up against. A lot of times we're trying to fight a battle, but we don't know. It's harder to win a battle when we don't know who we're fighting, right? So we need to understand what the devil wants, what his motives are, what his goals are, and why he wants us to feel like everyone's against us. And the devil wants you to feel like everyone's against you because that makes it way easier for him to get you to step down on your faith and get you to turn off your light. And by light, I mean like he can get you to stop being an example for Christ. So when you feel like people are against you, you try to fit in more and you try to understand why people don't like you and you try to fit in. And so when you try to fit in, you start to change different things. So you might not pray before you eat lunch anymore, or you might not talk to your friends about God as much because you feel like everyone's against what you believe in and you being a Christian. So you have to realize that the devil wants you to feel like that so that he can lower your faith and keep you from being an example to everyone else. The second way is to focus on who's on your side. We touched on this last video. If you haven't seen the last video, go watch it. It's pretty good. You need to focus on who's on your side. A lot of times we focus on the people that are against us, and we don't focus on the people that are for us. So we need to focus on the people that are for us, not against us, because if you focus on the people that are for you, then you will start to realize that everyone's not against you. So focus on God. Focus on the one that has loved you forever. Okay? Just focus on him. The third way is to talk to God about it, okay? Talk to him. This might sound silly or like, why do I need to talk to God? Or, I don't really have time to talk to God. But praying is mandatory. We make prayer like optional. It's mandatory. We have to make time to pray and talk with God. And when we talk to God about different things, it makes it feel so much better. And since this prayer is such an important thing, I'll give my own testimony on this. So when a couple years ago, I felt like so alone. I felt like everyone was against me, like all my friends. I just felt like they were all against me being a Christian, me just believing like I do. And so I would just go to God and I would pray to him and I would just praise him through it. And I would turn on my worship music, I'd be crying, and I'd let him have that pain. I'd let him have it. And I would just pray and I would just talk to him and he would just always be there for me through it. So when you feel like people are against you, go to God. Let him comfort you. I would just sit there and he would just wrap me in his arms with his love and his grace and his mercy, and he would just completely overwhelm me, and I'd walk out my room and just feel so much better. So go talk to him because he knows what you're going through. And that's why I can never say there's no God, because he was always there and he'll be there for you too. So just go talk to him. It really increased my faith and it will increase yours too. And it just made my relationship with God so much stronger. And that's why I love it. I love it when the devil tries to put haters into my life or when he tries to trip me up on different things, because that just pulls me closer to God, because I'll go to him and I'll tell him about it. He'll just comfort me. And it just continues to just shock me how much God is there for me. And how he'll be there for you too. I was listening to a song, and one verse said, "When life pushes me, I'll push harder." And I absolutely love this verse. I love it. And the way you push back on what the devil is trying to put in your head is prayer. Prayer is the way that you push back and fight back. Do the one thing the devil does not want you to do. The devil doesn't want you to pray. He doesn't care if you go to church on Sundays or if you believe in God. He doesn't care as long as you don't have a relationship with him. But when you start to pray and go to him with your troubles, that's when the devil's like, oh, shoot, and you knock him off of his feet. Because then you start to have a relationship with God and you start to build your faith, and that's what the devil doesn't want you to do. So do the one thing the devil doesn't want you to do and see how it changes your life. So that's all I have to say on this topic. Thank you so much for watching, guys.